Hi everybody, I'm here with a recent inductee to the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, Brent DeBraga.
Thanks, Kaz. I'm also here with Kaz from Littleton Parks and Rec. Very famous guy in town, not a local legend.
Thank you. We're going to talk to you about some upcoming programs for the summer. School's quickly coming to a close for the year. So Brent and I are going to go over some of the programs that's happening kind of right now and into the first few weeks of summer. So Brent, go ahead.
Yeah, so we have, first up, we have the club after school program has a free trial, actually 2 free trial days. First day is on June 6th, the second is on June 13th. You could pick one of those dates, just one. That way if you're a 3rd through 7th grader, even 2nd graders are welcome to come to this trial day to check it out, see what it's all about, try a day out. It's gonna be a normal day. We're gonna have some fun activities going on. There is a registration required for that. There'll be a flyer right on the screen and a QR code you can scan to register for that.
Awesome. We're going to continue to talk more about the after-school program. It's at the old library on the 3rd floor. The program is amazing, run by Brent and new employee Ken Krilla, who's going to be joining the beach staff this summer and working the after-school program. But do you want to talk more about this, Brent?
Yeah, so we also have an opportunity for parents to pre-register for next school year's program. It's really important to get on that list. We're going to probably fill up. This next flyer up on the screen will have a QR code on it so you can register for next year. You'll get some information around the end of June so you know what's up for September.
Awesome. We have also started talking about, and I put out a survey on Facebook the other day for Adult Recess. It's a program that I've been trying to get going for the last couple of years, trying to find a nice adult program to do. But, you know, if you loved recess when you were a kid, this is the same thing. You're going to show up. You're going to just show up and register as an individual. We're going to pick teams. We're going to have a different activity, dodgeball, kickball, cornhole, pickleball. We may even play adult flag football under the lights at alumni. But every night's going to be something different. They're going to see another flyer up on the screen with the QR code with our survey. So we'd love you to fill that out, help us sort of guide to how we're going to plan that program. We also have a wonderful program. It actually got rained out this week, but it's going to be starting on Tuesday. It's going to be once a month. It's called Goat Yoga. 10 baby goats from Enchanted Animals from Groton with our wonderful yoga instructor, Lily O'Leary. She'll be running that program at Fay Park. And there's a registration. There's another flyer on the screen with all that information. But it's going to be a new, wonderful program that I hope has a great success here in Littleton.
That sounds great. All right, so we're on to week A of our summer programs. Those include Camp T, Teen Adventures, our sailing program, LEAP, and our sports and fitness programs. So let's edit. This is the guy, Camp T, Czar.
Yeah, so Camp Tahadawan, we're back again. We have record numbers again this summer. That very, very first week is going to be very interesting. There's still openings, so if you're looking for something to do for that first week, Camp T is held at Shaker Lane School. Shaker Lane has an additional day as opposed to all the Littleton public schools. So that Wednesday is going to be out of the club. And we're going to have the older kids do our field trip, which was scheduled for Friday, which is Canopy Lake Park. On Wednesday, the little kids are going to do, anybody that's not a Shaker Lane student will be, and anybody that's not signed up for the field trip is going to have a normal camp day. And then we actually start the real deal camp on Thursday. So kind of a crazy week, but we're going to make it work for those out-of-town folks and those non-Shaker Lane students.
Yeah, so lots of logistical movement on that. If anybody's confused about any of that, just give the man a call. He'll help you out and walk you through it. Next up, we got Teen Adventures starts week A. Kind of the same boat as Camp Tahadawan with some mixing up of the schedule. So the schedule, the 3 days of that has actually moved to Canopy Lake Park. It's going to be on Wednesday. We're going to be going with Camp Tahadawan. We're going to be all in it together. It's going to be a good time. Thursday, we have Sunset Beach, which is a great old school place that, you know, you feel like you go back in time. It's on a lake. It's got a diving tower, a high dive, middle dive, slide, and a diving board right into Lake Quinsigamon. Kids always love it. And then on Friday, we're going to Supercharged Wipeout Center. If you've ever seen the show Wipeout, it's a very similar place. You get to go jump on all these obstacles and trampolines and whatnot. It's a really good time. And that's week A for Teen Adventures.
Yeah, and down at Long Lake Beach is the sailing camp. That's going to run Wednesday through Friday. a shortened prorated week for down at Tim Mahowski's program, our assistant director, and Ken Krilla with Zach Mercier, the sailing instructor, and more.
Yeah, that's awesome. You got some sports stuff, right?
I do. We are very fortunate this year. We have a Littleton parent, John Murch, is going to be doing some tennis clinics. He's going to be running those for 4 weeks. We're going to cancel that first week because of that shortened week. But for ages 8 to 13, it's going to be at the Littleton High School tennis courts. Come learn to play tennis with John Murch. He's a tennis pro, and he's a Littleton dad. So if you're looking for your child to learn some tennis, that's the program for you. Another great program we have this year with our new varsity football coach. He had his first season here. Coach Asante Easter is running a football clinic. That's a Monday through Thursday program. It's not affected by the school because we're doing it in the evening. That'll be held at Alumni Field. So if you want to learn from the varsity high school coach some fundamentals about football, come down. There'll be varsity players there as well to instruct your child. All program proceeds go to the Littleton Boosters for the football program specifically.
Yeah, it sounds like a great opportunity.
Yeah, and another program that's starting that very same week, June 27th, back again is Lilia Leary. She's running the goat yoga, but she's also going to be running the beach yoga, which is 7 to 8 a.m., 7:30 to 8:30 a.m., at Long Lake Beach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's the whole summer. You can buy a punch card. You can do drop-in rates. It's a really great program run by Lilia in a beautiful, serene setting on the lakefront. We are on to week B. It's the July 4th week. Most of our programs aren't running on July 3rd, Monday, except for sailing camp, which will be run down out of Long Lake. But Camp Tahadawan will be July 5th through July 7th. It's a prorated rate. There's no field trip that week. But another kind of funky, weird, shorter week because of the holiday.
Yeah, as you mentioned, sailing camp is on Monday, but then they have that 3 days after the holiday break. We also have Teen Adventures in week B. We got Dave and Buster's, Salisbury Beach and Boardwalk, and Borderborg, if you've ever been there before. It's a great little place. That's also prorated for the short week. We're also jumping into week B, which starts our LEAP schedule, our summer LEAP schedule. LEAP is enrichment programs, anything from arts to science, STEM, acting, theater. There's a whole plethora of things, something for everybody. It's a great alternative from what we offer with Camp T and Teen Adventures. If those programs are full, you can definitely look to the STEM programs. For that STEM, week B, we have Kids Magic Workshop with Steph Beach. That's always gone really, really well. Steph does a great job with that. Again, it's prorated because it's only the 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We also have Playwell Lego in, and they're doing Adventures in STEM and STEM Explorations. That's a tough word for me to say. And that's also a prorated 3-day rate for Playwell program. They do great Lego stuff, STEM. They take that fun and they make it educational.
Yeah, if your kids love Lego, they're going to love this program. We've been running this for a while.
Yeah. Up next, we have Code Chef. They're doing kids coding program, and that's also a shortened week. And we're over to Kaz for some sports stuff that week.
So that week, it's also a Wednesday through Friday program. We have one option here with Skyhawk Sports. You'll see their flyer. They have a number of sports programs with us. That week, they're doing Mini Hawks. It's for ages 4 to 6. It's going to be at Wickham Field over on Russell Street. It's a half-day program, 9 to 12, but it's a great program if your kid loves any variety of sports. Get them out, get them running out in the fields. But it's a seriously great program run by Skyhawk Sports.
All right, we are all the way over to week C already. And again, we got Camp Tahadawan. Does Camp Tahadawan have any space in week C, Kaz?
Camp Tahadawan is sold out for week C, D, and E right now. And so we have a number of other programs available for you to try out. One thing I forgot to mention from the first week is the basketball clinic is running Wednesday through Friday, June 28th to June 30th. There's going to be a new varsity basketball coach in town this year, yet to be determined, but he or she will be running that program with varsity boys basketball players, and they will be doing that at the high school. And again, all proceeds go to Littleton Boosters to help fund that basketball program out of the high school. Very
exciting. Camp T is getting real popular, so if you haven't signed up yet, and we do got openings in a few other weeks, make sure you get in there soon. Week C also has another week of teen adventures. This week is action-packed. We got Thunderbolt Mountain, which is a really cool adventure out in Western Mass. There's a mountain coaster, terrain park, zip line. The place is going to be really next level. We're also going kayaking in the Cambridge River, or the Charles River in Cambridge, sorry. When you drive down Sterl, you see where all those boats are, and they're going to be, we're going to be loading in right there and doing some kayaking on the river. It should be beautiful to see all the buildings in Boston and whatnot. We're also having a special day with the New England Revolution. They have a camp day for us that's special just for camps. So we're going to be going there and watching one of their games. Thursday, we're going to enjoy Long Lake and some what do we got? The Inventor Mentor that day? We do. He is a hoot. Terry is
Quite the character.
Quite the character. He's a mad scientist, literally. We're going to be enjoying him on Thursday along with some Long Lake action. Then on Friday, we're going to be joining Camp Tehadawan at Breezy Water Slides.
Awesome. And back to Skyhawk Sports. They are running a number of programs, and they have a couple that week. They have volleyball for ages 10 to 14. Again, that's going to be an outdoor program on Whitcomb Field. That's another great program that had high success last year. So volleyball is not a sport that Littleton Sports offers. So if you're interested in learning about that game, that's a great one to be part of. And also that week is our incredible Soccer Tots program. Right now we're running that with 45 kids for ages 2 and 3. This goes for 2, 3, and 4-year-olds, the summer program. It's just a shortened program. It's in the evenings. You'll see that on the flyer. That's also at Wickham Field. So if you like Soccer Tots and you're doing that right now, or you have a 2 or 3-year-old preschooler, 4-year-old, great opportunity to learn some soccer. Parent participation is required for the little kids, but it's certainly a program that's great to get your child out, get some of that summer energy out of their system. Also new to Littleton this year is KC&E Mountain Bike Camp. It's going to be out of Fay Park in the trails on Prouty Woods. We have all sorts of level programs. That starts that week of the 10th through the 13th. And an amazing program that we have never offered before. Opportunity to learn some mountain biking and how to you go through some terrains, different areas here in Littleton.
That's great.
We also have the Field Hockey Summer Clinic with Bethany DeLolis. That's going to be at the Alumni Field in the evenings for girls entering grades 3 through 9. We have Youth Archery, which will be during the morning hours over at the middle school field with on-site archery. So another great program for your child if you need something, especially being sold out. Super successful, super popular program, Summer Youth Track and Field with Cindy Heitmeyer, another Littleton resident, over at the Russell Street Track. That will be in the evenings of the 10th through the 13th as well. Again, starting up that week is Amy's Boot Camp. So if you're looking to get your beach body going, she will run a program out at the Russell Street Track, 6 to 7 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays starting that week, runs through the end of the summer.
All right, week C, we got a great STEM schedule for you. Incrediflix is offering 2 different programs, one in the AM, one in the PM. The one in the AM is called Lego Flix, and the one in the PM is called Animation Flix. There's also a full day option for that as well. I know a lot of kids right now are into content creation, and this is a great way to learn some of that stuff. Up next, we have Camp Invention. Camp Invention is one of our most popular elite programs. They do wonderful stuff. It's science, STEM, but they really make it a lot of fun. That's great. We have a local guy, Adam DeCoste, who's running our Theater of the Creative Mind. For the high schoolers, there's a 1-week mini camp basically to go over some theater whatnot for week C with Adam. That's going to be a lot of fun. He does a great job with that stuff. And we're over to week D already.
Yeah, again, week D at Camp Tehadawan sold out. So we have a number of different programs for you. We're going to talk about Teen Adventures first, but we'll also talk about some of that age group, kindergarten and 5th graders, that are available to everybody here in town and not in town.
Yeah, so week D, and this is the last week we're going to be discussing today. We do have another Teen Adventures. We're going to Stage Fort Beach, which is it's also called Half Moon Beach. Really beautiful spot out in Gloucester on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to the Boston Harbor to take a cruise out to George's Island. It's a wonderful day. The cruise is great. You get to see all the buildings in the background. The island's really fun to explore. One of my
favorites.
Yep. We're doing some surfing lessons up at Hampton Beach with Cinnamon Rainbows. That should be a lot of fun. We're also going to Sky Ventures, which is an indoor skydiving tunnel and indoor wave, which is really, really interesting. And again, back to Sunset Beach on Friday for week D with Teen Adventures. That's going to be an action-packed week.
Yeah, and again, down at Long Lake, we got the sailing program. We've been running that. We will be running that throughout the summer. So that's another option for ages 8 to 15 if you're looking for that.
That's a great program. Down at Long Lake, it's absolutely stunning down there. So week D, we do have some more LEAP programs. This is another real popular one. It's Top Secret Science. They go over 100 different experiments. They bring some stuff home as well. They can take part with the families. We also have another week of Code Chef in doing some coding with kids. And Adam is back with his program that's a 2-week program. This is for grades 3 to 8. This one starts week D and goes all the way through week E. There's going to be another opportunity for this for a 2-week session later in the summer as well.
Excellent. And back to our sports, we got the mountain bike camp, a beginner ages 11 to 13 out of Fay Park. Skyhawks program that week is basketball for ages 4 to 9, separated into grade ages 4 to 6 and 7 to 9. That's going to be over at Castle in the Trees playground on those basketball courts. Another Littleton resident, this young lady, Riley Clark, is at college right now. She is a cross-country competitor there at her university. She'll be running a sunset running clinic over out of Fay Park in the evening, 17th through the 20th. So if you like cross-country running and your child loves it, then that's your opportunity to do that as well. Again, a little bit more sports. Mark Parkinson, the varsity coach of the boys lacrosse team, is running a clinic in the evenings, July 17th through 20th out of Alumni Field. Another program where the proceeds are donated to the boosters in the name of the boys lacrosse program at the high school.
That's awesome. So that wraps up weeks A, B, C, and D. We are going to cover E all the way through the end of the summer and another show later on this summer. For special events, Kaz is going to be jumping into some special events, and we can discuss it more. There's Third Thursday. Tell us about Third Thursday.
Yeah, Third Thursday is a great event. Every third Thursday, June, July, and August, come down to Fay Park. We'll be having vendors come out to talk about their businesses. We'll have, a lot of times we have bouncy houses. We're going to have a band this year. We're going to have food trucks as well. Come down with the family. There'll be competitions, sponsorships for different giveaways and such. That's June 15th, July 20th, and August 17th this summer. Amazing program that's been going on here a long time in Littleton.
Yeah, those days are real fun. We're also going to play a little cornhole action too, I think.
And, so another special event that we have coming up is the kickoff to summer party. It's June 23rd. It's going to be at Long Lake Beach. We got JK Rolling Pizza Kitchen coming. We have Jack Reed's band called Hurricane coming down to perform. We're also going to show a movie, which is to be determined. We have the sub shop. It will be selling beer and wine. So this is our kickoff to summer party. We've been trying to bring this back. It's a great program. It's right at the end of the school year. Come down with your family. We may even be some Camp T staff there to hang out with your kids while you get to enjoy some of the weather and the beauty of Long Lake.
Sounds great. We also wanted to discuss, how do you register for our programs? We have a flyer right here with a QR code. Make sure they can clearly see it. If you scan that QR code, that'll take you to our MyRec website, and that has all of our programs on it, and it's a real easy way to register for a lot of this stuff and enjoy it. If you ever have any questions, feel free to give us a buzz. And we have one last thing. We're always looking for more instructors, whether it's adult community ed, youth, sports, you name it, we want to run it. If you have a special skill, let us know. That QR code right there will take you to a quick form. You just fill out some very simple information, and we'll reach out.
Yeah, that's all I got today. I'm
That's all I
looking
got,
forward
too.
to the summer. It's going to be a great summer.
It's going to be an awesome summer. Love it. Where'd Kaz go? Well, that's all right. We have Alicia Day here, and she wants to discuss Littleton's open space and recreation plan. What do you got for us?
All right. Hello, I'm Alicia Day. I'm the Director for Parks, Recreation, and Community Education here in Littleton. And I do want to talk to you about open space. So what is an open space and recreation plan? It's a 7-year master plan focused on priorities and goals for open space and recreation here in town. The current plan that we're working on will be in use from November 2023 all the way to November 2030. The plan is developed to reflect the needs and the wants of our community, which is why we need your voice. We want to hear from you about the types of open space and recreational resources that are important to you. What would make you want to spend more time outside? Do you have any ideas for new parks or improvements on the existing ones? We also want to know how we can help better protect and enhance our open spaces. Are there ways that we can make our environment more sustainable and more eco-friendly? And let's not forget about recreational opportunities and facilities. What activities do you want to see more of in the community? Are there facilities that you think that we're missing? And lastly, we want to make sure everyone has equal access to parks and recreation facilities. How can we make them more accessible to everyone? So we need your voice. Please join us on June 21st at the Sturt's Meeting Room at the Reuben Hoare Library at 7 p.m. This is the second public workshop out of 3, and June's topic is going to be vision and priorities. So let's get excited to share our thoughts and ideas. Together, we can make an even better community. Back to you, Brent.
Thank you so much, Alicia. And we're going to be going off to special events. And let me see if I can find Kaz. We'll be right back.